Some of us are in a routine, so much so that we don't see when the sinking sand is swallowing certain portions of your life. You're standing in one spot, but things are going on that you can't ignore. You can't ignore. And again, your days are your own, your life is your own, your choices are your own. You don't owe anyone any explanations. You don't owe anyone um, anything beyond your capacity. Sometimes you don't have the bandwidth to be everywhere doing everything individually, one by one, 500, 800, 2,000 people. That's not for you to do. That's for God to do. So I'm hoping that as we're looking at all of this unfold, that we don't look too much, that we don't look too hard at it. Um, do what you need to do to prepare yourself, but to sit and complain about it and remain is something that you need to take a look at, that we need to take a look at. There have been things that I've been known to complain about, and suddenly I'm just like, you know what? Today's the day that changes. Literally, it could be that quick. Today's the day it changes. So if you need help with that, if you need help with a change of mindset, like I said in my last slide, pray. Pray. Ask God for direction and guidance. Ask Him for what your next steps should be. Let Him know what you think your plan might look like, so that He can kind of go in and vet the plan, vet the people, vet the pathway. Hey, Rico, hit you away. Boom. This Most of this is not up to us. Most of this stuff is spiritual warfare, and we're not getting it. We're not getting it. So first and foremost, pray. Secondly, move your body. Thirdly, find a way to choose, okay, which direction am I going in? Which direction is what I like for my family to go in? Like, what do you actually think about what's going on, as opposed to being fed what to think by watching IG, by listening to this person on YouTube, by having conversations with the neighbors so they can sway and filibuster your opinion and get you to think in their direction. So we got to change direction, because human form as we know it is ever altering, but we're starting to move more and more like sheep. More and more. More and more like sheep. Well, the boss said I should do this, and so I don't have a choice. Huh? The boss said, and so you don't have a choice. My wife said, my husband said, and you're suffering at the hands of these people. You're suffering at the hands of these people, and you think that is your lot in life, to suffer and be quiet and to stuff it down and to not push back and to not advocate and fight for yourself. So all of that to say, consider changing direction. Now, if where you are is exactly all that you ever dreamed of and you're already on a path, great. I love that. I love it that you have done the work to get there. But at the same time, there's always room for, let me reconsider that. Or maybe this is not the healthiest way for me to do this. And maybe I'm not supposed to be a part of that. Maybe I should sit this one out. Maybe there's better someplace. Maybe there's somewhere where there's not struggle and pain or abuse or whatever those things are. Be it verbal or mental, whatever it is. Like, consider a change of direction. If your life is not one filled with joy and peace in your days. I did write an ebook that's finally finished and available. Anyone that comes across my page, my stories, my lives, if you happen to see the book is there, please click the link and get your copy so that you can start reading some of the scripture, the quotes, the affirmations. Do your own work. Do the inner work. It's not meant to be read fully through. You look at it, you pick out a section, you read it, you consider it, you concentrate, you meditate on it, and you let that soak into your fabric until it becomes a part of you, so that you can get to the better versions of yourself, or the better versions of your day, or to alter your thought process, so that everything doesn't feel so weighty and so heavy, and you don't feel hopeless and helpless and thinking that you don't have a choice, or thinking that you don't have an option. Pray. God listens. He cares. God listens and he cares. And we're trying to do this life that he constructed, and we're not consulting the manufacturer about his model. We're trying to put things together, and we haven't checked the manufacturing book to see how to put this thing together, and we we think we got the answer, and we don't have the complete picture to know the complete answer. So do your best to do what you need to do for your house and for you and for your mental state. Do your best. Hey, Motherland Fit, boom, hit you with a wave. Do your best to consider a change of direction. I've had to do it. We've all had to do it. We've all had to pivot, transition, and do things that we didn't even see happening in our future. I didn't see that I'd be living in Thailand in my future, to be honest with you. I thought I was going to be in Portugal for a month or two. I thought I was going to be beachside, looking over cliffs over in Europe. I didn't see this for me. But after recognizing that I had made certain decisions that felt like I had made a mess of my choices, that I needed to go back and consult my father. Okay, this is what I plan to do. This is what I'd like to do. If you see something else in a better direction for me, open that up so that I can see what you're saying, and make it so easy for me to see it. Make it very apparent for me, so that I know that I'm doing the right thing. And the right thing sometimes is just making a move, making a step. I don't think that going to Portugal would have been wrong. Just a matter of where's the best outcome going to be, and the best outcome is wherever you end up stepping into. Um, but yeah, I think that's all that I need to say for today. I've got an ebook. It is in the bio. If you're seeing that beautiful sunset with the canoe that says the LAVY Life, that is my ebook, workbook. You don't have to wait for shipping and handling. Click the link, get your copy, support the vision and support where things are going. We're going to need tools like this, because I think at some point social media, they've shut down TikTok once, Instagram has gone down a couple of times. At some point, we won't be able to have these conversations with each other, and it's going to be good to have written word. It's going to be good to have thought processes, tools. It's going to be good to already be working on a skill set to get yourself in a certain mentality, because this may not, the internet could go down at any point. You're going to need something in your hands. You're going to need some form of sustenance beyond food. You're going to need substance here in order to get to the next place.